Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, my name is Alanka. Welcome to Yinka Beams. So this is a tutorial video of how I designed a flyer on Canva. So I want you to look at the screen very well and see how I did it. So my sister actually told me to help her to design a flyer for a halfway marketing business, my elder sister. So when the day I was designing this, making this design on Canva, I decided to record the whole process. So yes, this is the whole process. All you have to do is go to Canva. If you don't have Canva on your phone, please go on Play Store and download Canva. When you arrive at Canva, you click on Instagram post. Now I picked Instagram post, and this is the format that it has. Actually, for every design it has different what's the name now, different size. Yes, that's the word, different size. So this is the picture. So you click on a plain background, you pick the picture of the design that you want. This is my elder sister. She sent me this picture, which I will later change because the picture did not really blend. It's blended because it's a black gown, but it did not really fit into that design. And that is the type of design I'm trying to model. So next, after I picked my picture, you go under elements in Canva. Whenever you want to pick anything, any design, anything on Canva, make sure you go under elements and look for it. So I went under elements and I picked rectangle shape. This is what I'm doing. That is it. Just look at, sometimes the video will be faster than my audio. Just follow the screen. I just decided to add a voiceover on top of this. So I picked, this is the type of flyer she sent, that I should make something like that. So I'm trying to look at it to be sure that okay, I think I'm still in frame. So I drag the picture down. Here I'm adjusting the picture to be sure that the picture is aligning very well. So I'll drag it down, and I drag the rectangular shape a bit up, which I will still later adjust. Just look at it. Then you go under position, and you're going to, can you see that I brought the picture forward? So you click on position and you click on backward. So you click on backward, you bring the picture forward, and the picture will be on top of the rectangular shape. Can you see now? The picture is now standing, so the shape is now backward while the picture is forward. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but it's under the position in Canva. Whenever you're making a design on Canva, let me give you the tip. Just be making use of all the features. Just be testing them. Anyone that you see that, oh, this is what this is for, that is how you learn. I have been using Canva since 2020, and when I learned it, when I paid for the class, the teacher did not go into in depth. It was every day that I make sure that I design everything. So in a week now, I open my Canva like up to more than 5 times. In fact, this morning I just finished designing something on Canva. Somebody asked me to design a wedding anniversary flyer for a couple. So you can design, maybe you have a friend and who's person celebrating a wedding, just quickly design a wedding anniversary for your business. You can design an anniversary for yourself, for your husband, or for your business. Maybe you are clocking 1 year in business, 2 years in business, or maybe anything. Just use Canva. Canva is a very free tool which you can make use of. Just begin to design it. Very soon you will understand it. And by the way, I am using a pro version, but you can also use Canva even if it is a free version. But if you want to get if you want more of the features, then you have to subscribe to the to the pro version. So here I'm just placing the text on it. So to write a text on Canva, you click on, can you see all these tools? The edit, the font style, the font size, the color, everything are all the tools that you need to make a beautiful design. So make sure that you use all the tools one after the other. Even though you don't need it, just use it and know what it works for. So I'm trying to write the text. And when you are writing a text in Canva, let me give you another tip. You don't need to be going back to the text to be clicking on text. And then you write one text, you will duplicate that word and you use it to write every other text. Just duplicate it, delete it, and write it again. Duplicate it, delete it, and use it to write another text. So you don't need to be going back and forth to be picking the text too. Do you understand? So I'm trying to write, learn how to earn 50 to 100k monthly with your smartphone. So can you see that learn how to is still showing because I duplicated the one up? That is what I mean. So after I wrote learn how to, I just duplicated it in order for me to be changing the text for each section. So just watch me closely, and this is going to be like a 20-minute video, so I hope you're ready. So just pay attention to it. And can you see I duplicated the weekly on your, because I want to write smartphone. Yes, that is what I'm saying. So just duplicate it and use it to write the next text. Can you see I've written learn how to earn 50 to 100k weekly on your smartphone. Can you see that Naira sign? I also got it from Canva. Like I said, anything you want to look for on Canva, you will go under the elements tool to look for it. So I'm trying to adjust the right up because I still want to place another rectangle shape in the beginning. We are not done with the design. It's a full design. So at this we are just getting started. So this is the rectangular shape I picked before. I had to reduce it and I dragged the picture up in order for me to be able to see road. That picture it is not allowing me to see road. Okay, so just pay attention. And I'm even tired of talking. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm just changing the color. So I'm trying to look at the color that fits. And can you see I placed the picture back? Now can you see that the shape is covering the face of the image? So I'm going to bring the image back to the front using the what position tool. So you click on that. Can you see? And I'll scroll by the side. You see position, and I click on forward. Can you see? And I click on backward. Can you see? It's done. Do you see what I did? I click on forward and I click on backward. So I'm trying to adjust it, and it's not making sense because the picture is blocking the right up. So I have to reduce it. So when you are making a design, you have to do so many combination and permutation and look at how it's fitting, if it's nice, if it's appealing, if it's beautiful, if it's actually catchy, because your design must be catchy and it must be neat and must be readable. So if your design is not readable, that means nobody will be able to read it. Somebody must be able to read your flyer design at a glance. So the write-up must be very clear. So that means you must make sure that you use a good font. So yeah, that shape is what I colored yellow. Then I picked the text tool because I want to write something into the boxes. Can you see what I'm doing? I went to elements to pick a dot because I want to write like a dot. So I only did one dot and I duplicated the dot. Can you see what I did there? Yes, that is what I did. I duplicated it. So anytime you are doing any design and you want to use it for other things, just pick one and duplicate the rest. You don't need to be going back and be picking it one after the other. It's stress. So can you see I had to cut that place off because I don't want this video to be too long. So I wrote the text for each of the section and I'm trying to pick the preferred color. So my sister told me, so I decided that image I used is a very dull one. So I went on Google because I used Google to find out the color code. She just told me purple, and I decided to pick a color that goes with purple, which is yellow. So yellow goes with purple, and I decided to change the color that I was using before. So that is why we have another color now. So can you see the old text is done and the flyer is already looking like a flyer, but the image is not really giving me what I want. So the image is still looking, it's like the image is a little bit tall, or is a little bit, I want an image which is going to be like an headshot, not like a full image, because this is a full image where she was standing. It's just her leg that is not showing, but I want an headshot from her head to her under bust or like chest. So I have to look at this flyer again, and okay, to be sure that okay, I think I'm on the right track. And so I picked circle shape from elements, and I duplicated it, and I duplicated it as well. So I picked the circle, I reduced it, and I placed it inside the white. So I colored one yellow, I colored one white. Can you see what it's giving me? It's giving me two colors. Yes, that is what I want to achieve, but that is not where that design is going to be. It's going to go up. So I'm still going to move that circle up. Just, can you see? So I'm moving it there. And something about Canva is that when you're making a design, Canva will be showing you the arrow where your design is supposed to be and everything. So I place the yellow back into the white shade, into the white color, and it gives me this is beautiful. And so I move it again because I feel like I should increase the other circle, and I place it very well. Can you see the line? That is the line. Can you see it's 1 a.m. in the midnight and I was still designing? That is one of the things I do behind the scenes. Most of my designs I do them in the evening towards midnight or early in the morning, because my head will be calm then, and everyone will be quiet. I don't want disturbance or anything, anybody making any noise. That being said, let's continue the design. So I picked that. I decided to color it black to see what it will give me. Remember I said that when you're making design, make sure you use different colors to see the one that I think I prefer this one. And because the girl is black, so I feel like I think this is okay, and I have to zoom it. Now I zoomed it out. I don't even know, maybe the audio I'm doing is making sense, but please manage the audio like that. Just look at what I'm doing. So I change it to white back, and I place it back into the yellow, and and this is the results. So I'm just trying to do adjusting. So this smartphone now, can you see I duplicated the smartphone? I think I want to write something again. I want to write access fee inside this, but do you realize that color is yellow and that box is yellow, so it will not show. So I'm going back to change the color to that access to black. Can you see, when it comes to color and designing, you want to pick a color that your audience will see at a glance, and you must use a very good font. So I'm going through all the fonts here to see the one that I like. So feel free to use any font that is readable. Don't use a font that is not readable, please. Use a good font. So I'm trying to pick all the different fonts that I work with to see the one that will make sense. So I love Montserrat Classic, and I love L'Oreal. That is why you are seeing in there. That's one of the. So I bolding it. Can you see? So I'll go to font size. I'll reduce it. Can you see? It has fit into the box. So our flyer is already looking like a flyer. So I duplicated the access again because I want to write something, and I'll write fee there. Can you see? Free. So you don't need to start looking for the text too. Just duplicate it and use it to write your next text. I hope that is taken. Then I bolding it again. Perfect. Now this is what we have. Then I go to font size and I increase it a bit so that it will not go out of the box. Your designs must not go out of the box. It must be neat, very beautiful like this, and even more beautiful. So I think I'm done with that, and so I'll click on learn how to. I think I want to change the learn how to font. Is on Canva Sans. I want to change it. Let me choose Lato. Let me see what it will give us. Okay, Lato. Yeah. So I changed the fonts. So the one in that box as well, I will change it. I'll reduce the fonts. So I changed the font there too. So smartphone, I click on smartphone to change the fonts too, to see the fonts that we want, because it is smartphone, so it must be pronounced. It must be it must give attention. Like learn how to earn 50 to 100k weekly on your smartphone. So that smartphone must be bolding. It must be very, very deep and appealing or catchy. Okay, so I'm just trying to do some adjustment here. So that's all what I'm doing here. Adjustment here and there. And if you look at the last box, you can see it's only line that is there. So I've not finished writing the text, so I've cancelled it. I want to write. Click here, click on the link below to get access to this free training. So I'm going to reduce the fonts to very tiny fonts because it's going to be below. So I'm going to reduce it so it can fit into that box. So I'll click on font style. So my sister gave me a new picture that I told her that picture is not looking professional and on a flyer. So she sent a more picture, and this is nice. So because she sent a picture, the color of the design too must change, because now the picture is a black suit with an inner shirt of a pink suit, sorry, with an inner shirt. So that means purple cannot work with this color. So I had to look for the color that blend, and we arrived at blue and pink. So I actually went to Google to look for the color code of this shirt that is on that is on this shirt. So I got the color code and I changed and I used it as that color code of the pink, and I also changed the whole background to blue. So it's giving me blue and pink vibes. So I think I love it. So I love this image. Now this image is what I wanted. It's something that is really that you can use for design. So let me drop a tip for you. It's not every picture of yours that I can use for a design. It's not a picture that you tie gaily, you wear it around, but it must be an headshot, a professional picture of only your head, not your full picture. Your like an headshot, it must be the one that will use on a flyer, because it is a flyer. So the picture that you must put on the flyer must be very attractive. So after I change out the right top to white, because after using blue, it is white that will come out. So depending on the flyer, the color of your flyer, you must also choose the color that blends. So for this flyer to be blue and pink, it is a white color background that will match. So that is why I had to change all those learn how to white, and I changed smartphone to pink. So here I picked this location icon from templates on Canva. Like I said, if you want to pick any templates on Canva, you will click on the element, see this element, and you pick on the icon. That icon is for venue, which means location. So I want to put money sign there, because we are talking about money here when it comes to affiliate marketing, where you cannot say somebody should come and learn how to make money, you not able to put small money there. So I was not really seeing the money icon, the different money icon that is on Canva. So I just decided to pick this one. I pick it and I duplicated it, and I made it transparent into the design, and I just placed it at the top of the design to give it like a small vibe, like a small something. So, and I wrote the name with Coach TTL using a square background, and I just picked a square shape and I wrote the text. And I think we have everything is ready. Everything. So I've aligned all the boxes, all those dots too that were scattered before. I already arranged it, but I didn't want this video to be too long, so that's why I cut that part away. So can you see our video is looking beautiful? And just click on download. You will change that thing from PNG to JPEG, and you download, and it will automatically download to your phone. So this is the end of a flyer design. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I love you. Thank you for watching this video.